Hi everyone, welcome to your June Alchemy Scope. I'm filming this on the Taurus new moon on May 17th. Here in the US, the new moon happens in a few hours, and it's happening on the 18th in Europe. It feels really good to film these on the new moon because this is the start of our new cycle. This is why I do these scopes. So it's the new moon, new month. And it's just richly imbued with the energies of the cycle itself. So I'm doing the card spreads today, and I'm doing this introduction today as well. So a couple quick logistical things before we get going. One is I want to sincerely thank those of you who have provided feedback and comments and emailed me personally, and new clients that have come forward. And I also want to really thank those of you who have donated. It's so appreciated, and it's so needed too. So I just really send you deep gratitude for that. It does not go unnoticed. It is so wonderful and so deeply appreciated. So thank you for those of you who have donated. These are time intensive to actually produce, but I'm so thrilled to do it. So I love creating these, and I love having the support to actually continue doing them, which is great. And I want to send a special thank you out to Eileen Wilkinson, who sent me the most amazing little angel in the mail. And it came at the most opportune time. So thank you, Eileen. You and I are in contact, as you know. So the other announcement I have is that I have started a Patreon campaign, and this is an ongoing campaign. I'm really excited about this actually, because what it's doing is, for those who are interested in contributing on a monthly basis, whether it be $2 a month, $11 a month, $22 a month, or $55 a month, there are different benefits that you get, different additional treats, I suppose, different educational tools, additional pieces, additional videos that you'll get depending on which level you wish to support me at. And at the $55 a month level, for those interested on having kind of a continual touch base, I'm offering, in addition to the other list of goodies that you'll get, is a free 30-minute Skype session with me every month. And for those, of course, we can tune into your current astrological transits that are at play. We can talk about your solar return. We can talk about your soul print. We can talk, if you've had the archetypal profile done, we can dive into your archetypes deeper. We can also, if you've not had it done, we can actually start to identify your archetypes, and we can go there. So, and that would be every month, a free 30-minute Skype session with me, in addition to these other benefits. So I'm going to add a link either up here on the video or down below, or both. So if you'd like to learn more, please tune in and share. I'm excited because I think this could lead to deeper investigations, a deeper portal of investigation between me and the viewers. And there's going to be like Q&A, and there's going to be some other pieces. There's also going to be a mid-month Alchemy Scope coming up for those who are patrons at a certain monetary amount. So you can read the details below. And one more thing before we get started. Many people, as you probably know, because you've likely asked this yourself, a lot of people ask about which sign is optimal for me to watch: sun, ascendant, moon. And I will tell you that it's very clear to me, for those of you who are serious about your soul's growth, serious about your spiritual evolution, who have been working on it for a while, you will find that your ascendant sign, as it is for your astrological scopes, because when you tune into your astrological scopes throughout YouTube and beyond, you want to tune into the house that's affected by the planetary relationships that are at play. But in addition, the alchemy scopes are like that too, in that when you tune into your ascendant sign, your ascendant is your perspective on life. It's the horizon line, so it's your viewpoint of life. It's your perspective. And we are moving through this incredible time of deep personal shifts, deep collective shifts. Our perspectives are shifting radically. So it is the ascendant sign that is going to guide you most accurately for the month. Now, if you're somebody who is new to the soul evolutionary journey, who is really new to it and hasn't been doing a lot of work on themselves, you probably will resonate most with your sun sign. So you want to still tap into your sun sign. I mean, I still review my sun sign, but I have to tell you that in the last couple of years, I've resonated less and less and less with my sun sign and much more with my ascendant sign. Now, the other key is your north node. So if you do not know where your north node is located, what sign your north node is located in, find out. And in my online library, you can find out which sign your north node is in. There's a birth chart at the bottom of the online library where you access the dakinis, the meanings of the dakinis. So at the bottom of that page, there's a birth chart calculator. You want to tune into your north node because the north node is your soul's evolutionary journey. So more and more and more, just like your ascendant and your perspective that's evolving and maturing and growing and transmutating, so is your soul through the north node sign, see? So ascendant and north node, I would say, are your key scopes to look at. You still want to tune into your sun sign to see what the flavor is there. I have found for me that the sun sign is almost more of a sub-story that's playing out, and you might find the same thing. So it just depends. It depends on your beautiful, brilliant, unique constellation of self that is your natal chart and where the weight of impact is in that chart. So it's going to be different for everyone. You need to tune into that a little bit. And if you'd like a session with me, we can talk about that as well. But your ascendant and your north node, you really do want to tune into those, especially if you're serious about your evolution, about your growth, about your clarity, about your maturity. So that's all the announcements I had. I just wanted to make sure that that was clear. So let's talk about the Sabian symbol, the symbology that's imbued with this beautiful Taurus new moon that's happening in a couple of hours. It is happening at 26 degrees 55 minutes. And the Sabian symbol is an old Indian woman selling the artifacts of her tribe to passersby. There are many beautiful aspects to this symbol. One, it's a woman, the feminine. Next, it's an old woman, wise woman, mature woman. Next, it's an Indian woman, indigenous knowing, indigenous wisdom, whole knowing, connection to nature. Then it is this wise, mature, indigenous woman selling these artifacts, these creative formed elements from this indigenous tribe of wise, connected to nature information that is now being disseminated to passersby. There's something quite beautiful about that. So I'll let that sit with you a little bit, let it marinate with you a little bit. And so let's move on to the individual scopes. That symbology, as you know, talks about the macro cycle on the collective scale, because all of us are sharing that particular symbology that's imbued with this new moon. So that's on the macro cycle. So let's look at the different levels through this 6-point alchemy scope, what is likely to be unfolding for you this month. Aquarius, let's move on to your I Ching hexagram that came forward to reflect your particular Aquarian microcycle over the course of this next 30-day period. When we look at the I Ching hexagrams, there are 64 hexagrams, and each hexagram, which is a stack of 6 lines, consists of 2 trigrams of 3 lines each. And each of these trigrams represents an aspect of nature. So when we pull yours, it's a combination of two aspects of nature that come together to create a particular archetypal story. You received for this next 30-day cycle number 42, increase. The two trigrams that make up this particular stack of 6 lines are wind above, thunder below. So again, I'm reading this from the visionary I Ching. There is a very strong chance that I'm going to be shifting how I'm interpreting the I Ching in future scopes, but for now we're still using the visionary I Ching. Substantial progress and increasing prosperity is exhilarating, as long as you go with the flow while it lasts and keep the interests of others in mind. Like white water on a river, periods of increase are often of short duration. It furthers one, therefore, to shoot the rapids now while the opportunity is there. Leadership in times of opportunity involves commitment to the needs of one's cohorts or dependents. Only by realizing that to lead is to serve can a leader fortify his or her position to bring about a lasting increase in prosperity. In a time of general increase, those who contribute most directly to the common good will achieve the greatest rewards. When opportunities for increase arise, supreme good fortune comes to those who act swiftly and boldly, while avoiding the trap of letting their actions be merely self-serving. If you aspire to a position of prominence, the most enduring strategy is to work to raise the tide of your entire community, company, or relationship, rather than to try to swim upstream on your own. When the times favor prosperity and when leadership is in the hands of the broad-minded, supreme good fortune results. Hi Aquarius, welcome to your June 2015 Alchemy Scope. So this month, like in most previous months, I'm using my 144 card series deck, my own custom deck that I use for my own use. And this month, I'm doing the same as I did last month. I've pulled one Major Arcana Tarot card for each of the coming weeks in this 4-week cycle so that we can get a little more information about what's unfolding. This month I'm using my Druidcraft Tarot, which I love. It's one of my early decks. So let's get going. So the theme for you Aquarians out there, for the predominance, of course this is a general reading, but for a predominant theme for at least some of you out there, Aquarian-centric scope people, is that you're going to be energized and motivated to improve yourself in various ways. And what I'm getting is that you're already doing that and that there's going to be more energy behind it. You're going to be very energized to just progress in various ways. There is a very specific theme that's coming up with regard to this, but we'll get to that in a second. There is some powerful stuff happening for you in a spiritual way, but also in a foundational way, meaning your security, your foundations, it could be work, it could be home, but you're getting clear guidance from Spirit to improve yourself, to improve your life, essentially, is what you're doing. And you are moving in that direction. What I get is that you're already moving in that direction and that it's going to be supercharged in June, which is interesting because many of the signs have received more of a review time in June. But for you, it seems something else. There's something else activated within you. Regarding love, you're going to want it. If you're already in a love relationship, you are going to know that that's what you want to pursue. If you're not in one, it's going to be a theme for you, but there is going to be some fear that comes up around it regarding the unknown, like what you don't know about this particular. First of all, this could be that you already know who the potential partner is, or it could be that this is just the general theme of love for you. So there's going to be some fear coming up around the unknown with regards to love, which is so normal. It's completely normal. It's about seeing yourself in the other, and it's about your skills in doing so. So you are going to have some uncertainties. You're going to feel uncertain. You're going to feel some fear around how you are when you're with another. You know, how you deal emotionally with another when it comes to love. But because this drive within you this month is so strong to improve yourself in powerful foundational ways, what I'm really getting, Aquarius, is that there's a transmutation occurring within you, or that's already been occurring with you in previous maybe 2 months, and that it's very much activated this month to that you're clear. There's a clear scene, not just about love, but there's a clear scene about the various areas in your life that you want to improve, that you want to attend to, that you want to grow and expand. You're wanting to become a better person. And it's very strong here. It's very powerful. So let's take a look at the weeks. Okay, so Cernunnos in the Druid craft is the Devil card. And you received it reversed. Of course, the Lovers is there at the base of the Devil. And this is about attachment. The beautiful thing is you received it reversed. And this is about becoming free of attachment, about becoming free of binds that are of the mental, you know, the mental construct, man-made binds. So you're free. There's a freedom of your mental state that occurs, of your spiritual state. There is a clarity that you're going to feel in that first week, which is beautiful. In the second week, the Sun comes up reversed. Now the Sun is good either way. The Sun upright is full emanation. It's full beingness. Your bright light is emanating without hindrance. Reversed, you know, it might be a little dampened. But this is still a fantastic card to get. So your energy might be a little bit low in the second week. And then, look at this. So then in the third week, the Star comes up upright. And the Star, I will say, has been coming up quite frequently for the signs this month. Not always upright, but sometimes upright. So it's fascinating. So the Sun, or excuse me, the Star upright. This is about faith. So you are going to be developing, or you're going to be, what I would say is you're actually going to be assimilating a deeper level of faith in the guidance that you're receiving. You know, this is big. It does feel like you are going through quite a beautiful, I don't know, a rebuilding process of yourself that is very deeply rooted in a spiritual story. So then in the fourth week, you receive the Lady, and in the Druid craft, this is the Empress card. You received it reversed. In the upright, the Lady or the Empress is creative flow, it's life, it's nurturance, it's abundance. When it's reversed, it is a hindrance or some sort of a block of that abundant, natural, creative, sensual, earthly, natural nature flow, the abundance of nature. And so there is going to be something that comes up. It's interesting because you have the freedom that emerges, but you have a lack of energy that follows. You have faith that emerges, but then you have something that blocks your creative expression. So it might be that toward the end of the month there is some slight blockage, but I have to say, for me, it doesn't feel, especially looking at this. I mean, it could be that that's where the fear starts to come up. You might feel the clinch of fear around your emotional skills with regards to love, for example. And so that clench of fear blocks that abundant flow for you. But I wouldn't worry too much about it. I mean, You know, again, as I've said in other scopes, the beauty about divination is that we get to look at the trajectories of likely unfoldings or a potential possibility of something that might be unfolding, and then we can steer it differently because we can be awake and aware of what's going on when it happens. So you can turn this around, for example, very easily, in fact. But if you know that it's maybe the emotional fear that might be showing up toward the end of the month, squeezing off the natural abundant flow that wants to pulse through you, then you can just turn it around because you know that's what's happening. So let's take a look. This is Doreen Virtue's, oh, this is lovely. So another sign just got this card. This is beautiful for you. Green Man, retreat into nature. This is about connecting to life force. And we were just talking about the lady, the Empress reversed. She is the abundance of nature. And so if you in that 4th week get to a place of feeling limited or that things are stuck, not flowing due to fear, due to other emotional reasons, sit against a tree and meditate, because you will get inherently, naturally, quickly, immediately aligned. This is a fantastic guidance card for you. So again, Green Man is the Ascended Master that's coming up for you to offer you specific guidance for this particular cycle. So then, well, Prince popped out. You know what? Let's pull another one for you too. So this is Carolyn Mrs. Archetype card deck, which you all are familiar with if you've tuned in before. And we're going to pull up which archetype, which quality set wishes to be matured within you this month. Let's see what's calling. Oh, see, this is gorgeous. I have to say, I think that Alchemist came up for you in last month or in a previous month as well. So the first one that popped out for you, Aquarius, was Prince. Romantic charm and potential for power. Using power for self-aggrandizement, romantic charm and potential for power. So the maturity, what wants to be matured for Prince is romantic charm and potential for power. The reason why this is rather lovely is simply because we have the falling in love card in here, but we also have the higher forces card in here, in your spread, in your theme. So there is a power element at play for you with regards to love, with regards to you as a person, with regards to you as a distinct soul print. But with love in here too, it really speaks to the higher frequency manifestation of what love could be for you. Now, you also received Alchemist. This is what I pulled. So Prince fell out. Alchemist is what I pulled. The shadow attributes of Alchemist, misuse of the power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. So it's interesting. Guidance, guidance to improve yourself is coming up in the mental sector, meaning you're receiving guidance. You're receiving guidance. So, and this is powerful. You know, this is higher forces at play here. So there's a very strong spiritual theme happening for you. The evolution, the higher frequency manifestation of Alchemist, of course, is transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Really, really stunning. Again, I'm pretty sure you received this recently. So you are an alchemist this month, Aquarius. I mean, this is it's a powerful month for you. So take the reins and really work it. Okay, so let's see what else we have for you this month. As we move on, Aquarius, to the final component of your alchemy scope, we come to the Dakini goddess that is coming forward to reflect the optimal embodiment for you, who is it that you are called to essentially become this month in order to optimally flow through this next 30-day cycle? You received a powerful Dakini, number 43, Durga. And again, I'm reading here from Penny Slinger 64 Dakini Oracle, and I'm only reading a portion of it. So there is a full PDF document that is located in our online library, and you can access that library below this video. There's a link to it if you would like to dive deeper. Durga brings the fire of the gods to earth and washes away all negativity, which flows like blood. Who is Durga? Durga is the Hindu warrior goddess who is created by the gods in order to overcome lower demonic forces. They each bestowed a special attribute upon her and gave her the weapons she holds. Durga in Sanskrit means the one who is invincible and indomitable. In the Devi Mahatmya, Durga was created as a warrior goddess to fight an asura, an inhumane demonic force called Mahishasura. I think that's how you pronounce it, which none of the gods could defeat. Durga is worshipped as the great protectress, destroyer of evil and preserver of truth, divine law. She preserves righteousness. In some of the 64 yogini temples on which the system is based, Durga is the principal yogini from which all the other yoginis emanate. During the Hindu goddess's battle with the forces of inhumanity in the form of the demon called Raktabija, 8 yoginis emanate from the body of Durga to assist her in battle. These 8 in turn become 64, which form the circle of the 64 yoginis. The yoginis are also connected to the matrikas, mother goddesses. Durga's vehicle is the tiger. She is the radiant, invincible one, an embodiment of creative feminine force, or Shakti. Durga exists in a state of independence, self-sufficiency, and fierce compassion.